Wait, okay. Am I streaming? Ah, maybe actually streaming. Let me see. Let me see. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, I think I am. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I am. Seems I'm streaming. So, hello everyone. This is literally last second setup. I am trying to make to stream the tiebreaker game. I am trying. We will see how it. Oh, Snap. Hello, and I already have already someone watching. That's awesome. Okay. So, yeah, don't forget about this game. Don't forget, this is the epic tiebreaker in which we are all cheering. Oh, nice. For Terminus to overcome the titanic difficulties of battles and everything and stuff. What I'm even talking about, and uh, to beat Geo. This is big deal because we're fighting for the finals. Literally, winner of the finals will be winner of the game. Well, what? Winner of the finals will be winner of the game. Wutzekaczek, what are you talking about? I am setting up stuff. That's why I am only half focused still. Ooh, Wolfform, nice. If you want to know, maybe you don't want to know, I don't know, but maybe you do. If you want to know, Mina did supply 4 wax cylinders earlier, and now is revealing newspaper reports. So lots of revealing, and there was evil presence, I think, on sewers or something. So yeah, top-notch professional cast, whatever, right? Whatever. It might be. You may need to be my advocate here, Snuff. Not maybe advocate, may be a wrong. Advocate may be wrong. Representative, representator. Okay, whatever. And I may need to walk away from the stream. Maybe I will need to even stop broadcasting it. So you may need to, tell people what is happening. Oh, the determinate, the determinator. Okay. We all are cheering for Terminus, especially you, the Terminator, because the Terminator, Terminus, like it is all the same. Everything is the same. So yes. Okay, updated. Right, and I need to update that one. Okay, it will be fine. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. I do hope so. Soon enough. Okay. Okay, everything is set up. I really like your thinking, Snuffleupagus. Geo was in a winning team last year, so maybe a little bit of a variety. Maybe let's go with Geo losing here. This is, you can say, an objective argument, right? Not like, yes, just yes. Okay, I like it. I like it. So what is happening? Okay, I think having stab, garlic, wretch, crucifix, not much happening here. 5 Dracula events, so not too many, not too few. Mina with dogs and newspaper, garlic. Yeah. So, nothing that much happening. Helsing has only 1 ticket. But apart from that, everything as normal. Yeah. The usual boring week 1 stuff that we all know and love. So actually, from what I know, Geo and Terminator played a lot of game together and know each other fairly well. Oh, Herd Scouts. So there is some internal meta, as usual with the Fury of Dracula. There is the meta, the usual optimal stuff, but some players have some preferences and the ways of it that don't make sense. And the ways to sometimes counter the meta or respond to the meta or crafting their own meta themselves. Then, whenever you know someone very well, you can counter their own approaches. And maybe if they know you very well, it becomes some of a twisted entanglement of counters and counters and some really weird stuff happening. And it can be sometimes funny when you see someone doing quote-unquote bad move and it for some reason it works just because it is targeted specifically for that specific opponent. Oh, Terminus is not keeping his full tickets. Personally, I don't like it, especially week 1, because keeping as many tickets as possible just makes you draw the ticket that you look for from that slightly less pool. And those chances add up. When 2 hunters keep ditching the tickets and are not kept full, you're ditching, for example, you're looking for a specific ticket from 1 out of 10. But when you're looking from 1 out of 8 and you're doing it like 4 times, you're never looking 1 from 8. You're looking from 1 out of 9, right? Oh, let's see what happens. Maybe it will have hunters. That's the thing with the Emmanuel 2 events. Newspaper, surprising, charted, forewarned. Okay, forewarned. Forewarned is a shame. Charted courage, surprising return. Newspapers, maybe not too bad. Charted courage, yeah, one of the lower tier items. Even surprising return, no allies in a discard pile. So maybe not that useful, and already 1 ally is here, right? So the biggest pain is obviously losing that juicy forewarned. And the biggest pain can be Dracula having 2 events. So yeah. Yeah, Scott Third, come on. Ooh, ditching Heavenly Host. Interesting stuff. This is something that we just talked this week with Terminus, that sometimes ditching one inconvenient Heavenly Host can be preferable. Like, I'd much rather prefer Godaming running with Horse, Knife, and Stake than with Horse, Heavenly Host, and Stake. And no misdirect? Yes. I wonder why is it so? Does he plan to go back to Lair? I know he sometimes does. On the other hand, there's no Jonathan Harker, right? So, or it can be Valona, Athens, Wolfworm, or it can be. Actually, with the Wolfworm, you can do a lot of twisted stuff. Like you can go from Edinburgh, or maybe even like Swansea, Liverpool, Wolfworm, and then you can just move from the middle of the England. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can do. Yeah, the thing is with Forewarns, there are multiple counters to fogs. Obviously, behind the fog, very famous event, and obviously just there are like strategic movement. On the one hand, you can just surprise Dracula. That Dracula doesn't expect. For example, a hunter having charted colors, different hunter having sense of emergency, and then just boom, either you randomly found someone with Godamiko Sword, or you even expected something, and then you use renewed vigor, maybe surprising return, and then you jump on a Dracula not expecting to be jumped. A little bit like with my game versus Snuffleupagus, like I did consider being jumped. Obviously, my position was like known, and I knew that Snuff had renewed vigor. Interesting, but and the other strategy against fog sometimes can be just waiting. You just move. Oh, Godaming on with only 1 ticket. What's happening there? You sometimes can move toward Dracula, like present being dangerous, maybe Dracula afraid of being attacked. Okay, nice. He uses fog, and then you just don't attack him there, and 1 fog is down. But overall, wild horses. Yeah, okay, so this is like wild horses. This is really scary, really devastating. It can be used, like people are afraid of unearthly swiftness or surprising return, not surprising return, or darkness returns, because you need to clear stuff on the 5th slot. You cannot leave them. Because Dracula can speed up. But with wild horses, it goes the same. If you don't clear it and you leave it on a 6 hideout, Hunter moves there, and it can be moved away with wild horses, and thus giving them a chore. So, like Marcellus right now, but if Mina has started carriage, that could be a neat trick. Like Godamik moves in, Maybe it is hoax, so Dracula moves you out, hopes to protect the hoax and get the wild horses back. But me now with charted courage, boom, goes there. Local rumors, that is actually valid. Yeah. Oh, like literally wild horses is, I think it can be the strongest event just because how it is easy to be used. Multiple times I died holding Darkness Returns or Unearthly Swiftness in my hand because I didn't expect hunters to jump me super aggressively where I was, and they did some desperate moves and they just simply jumped me and killed me. Or sometimes, okay, you expect hunters that you are being jumped, so you made be jumped, so you use Unearthly Swiftness or Darkness Returns, and then, you know, they still have the resources to jump you just for the next turn or few turns. But like wild horses can disrupt the very combo with this additional, so hunters lost forewarned, so fogs are more potent versus renewed vigor, and then wild horses. It will be difficult to kill Dracula here. So from 36, a jump. And now actually from Marcellus, doing a fake wolf form to, for example, 24. Like no one really will go through 24 or 15 just looking for you, right? And hunters may be jumping at the range of 2, searching for the wolf form. Oh, this wolf form can be nasty. Yeah, hard to find. Stewart probably needs to learn rail to 25 or horse. Oh no, wait, this is not enough. Right, yeah, so many. Oh, this is nasty. I like it. Whoa, this is nasty. Local rumors are big because they do reveal quite something. What do we have? There are still 1 bullets, no crucifixes, 1 dogs. Okay, not wild horse. From events, blood transfusion discarded. This is from Emmanuel. Pesky Emmanuel. Yeah, okay. Another horse. Okay. Oh, slow. Maybe not too bad. I mean, maybe Dracula will be or was in Munich. It is possible, worth checking. Waiting for white horses. No, that's quite important. Do you activate Helsing now? Rifle discarded. Okay, so it seems that actually Long Night, that Helsing seems to be stocked on items, and Mina with the dogs, so probably fairly poor. Oh, Jonathan Harker or second newspapers would be so good. 1 evil presence and 1 local rumors from proximity and 1 scouts. Okay, no prompt from Rayrick, so not false tip nor the custom search. Oh, maybe seduction. Oh no, the revenge. That could be nasty. Ah, just bodyguards. Well, with wild horses, it is good for and a knife. Interesting. Godaming discarded earlier Heavenly Host, so it is good that he discarded Heavenly Host, not the knife, right? That would be devastating here. Overall, 2 events, 4 events, 3 events, only 1 event and excellent weather. Okay. Okay, trade makes sense. Okay, and tickets. So where is the wolf form? Nantes, I think. Nantes is like the obvious far away. Maybe not obvious, but you know, the efficient, the pesky far away. Paris is the quote-unquote sneaky because it is the high traffic. So you know, probably hunters don't expect Dracula to go there, so sometimes it works, especially when hunters are moving by horses, right? Usually Paris is not a place when you go into with horses. It's not that much along the way to places. Usually you rail there, right? From Madrid, from Milan, or something like that. Strasbourg or Nuremberg. So there is, or like good old Venice, you know? Yeah. Could be Florence, obviously. Early game, you're not afraid of CG nuke, and it's very inconvenient and far away. Usually hunters don't want to go there, right? It is not along the way to any of the spots. And hunters don't want to go there because if it's not Florence, then you just moved into some corner of the world. So yeah. Supply makes sense, especially with the hunter event on top. But Godalming has good items. Oh, stake discarded. Okay, Stewart probably needs to... Do you check here? What do you do? 41? Nuremberg. Maybe. Maybe he's going through Prague, right? Slow horse could save Hunter's life. This is funny sometimes. Or maybe... So do you check Strasbourg? Dracula put bodyguards as the first encounter. So maybe he didn't have anything like very useful, or that was all the plan to put bodyguards first. As okay, if it matures, it is fine. If not, no biggie. Do you go and check Nantes? Maybe. And then you leave. Oh, right. That. Ooh, probably. Oh, into lair. Let's see. Marcellus lair. Prime. Cheskis. Saboteur. Oh, yes. It is actually hurtful. It would be good because Godalming has night actions to do. Right. Dogs. The legendary dogs. That's not the use of the dogs that we're used to, but okay. Pistol. Okay, the last pistol I think. Yes, that's the last pistol. Overall, from top items, only Heavenly Host Rifle and Stake discarded, so not the worst. Dogs OP. Yeah. Yes, you can scan, you can trade, you can ticket while Godalming is healing, for example. It can be especially useful, you know, trading with Godalming early game is very useful when you want to improve ticket economy, because you can dump 2 yellow 2 tickets to Godalming and he simply rinses through the ticket deck twice faster than any other, Hunter. Okay, so this is extremely important mature. If this is a hoax, oh man, if this is a hoax, like, good game. But if this is not a hoax, then that's not terrible. Like, aristocratic would be very bad too, just because this is the low value vampire and clears feed and dark call, so also clears low value trail. So even those 4 points would be a big deal. Oh, Mina tickets instead of trading or scanning. Would you expect Dracula to be here? I mean, maybe if Dracula went for Nuremberg. Nuremberg 1. Oh, reckless. Clemorf. I feel so smart now. The thing I was. Okay, reckless. You know, the issue is obviously that Dracula is harnessing stuff. The usual game, as it looked like, you know, is that Dracula has no resources, has nothing, and just and it's the hunters that get items, events, and all of that. Yeah, fake wolf form is OP. Literally every game you can just wolf form in the range of 1 and psh. Yep. But yeah, as I was saying, usually it's the hunters that get stuff, and Dracula is just walking around laying trail to be cleared. But you know, with the Darkle rule now, Dracula got events, got rid of 1 forewarned. If you leave him for too long and not find him, he will be safe. He can Darkle again, so there is some danger of leaving Dracula be. And obviously 4 points, which is not a lot, but not insignificant, definitely. I know it. Okay, I see what you mean, Quincy, but you know, knowing if Dracula is or not, I think regardless of the situation, we wouldn't. Yeah, like we scan Germany, or we scan that Dracula is not in Genoa, so regardless of wherever Wolfform was, at least we would know that he didn't go back. So I think there was some use there. Minascan is such a powerful ability. Obviously, the Helsing's event trades. Nuremberg. Yeah. Act Nuremberg. Yeah, I think I would search far closer, like Zurich. Because, you know, it's not like Dracula is far away. It was 15, then 1 move, then 2 Dracula powers, and then 3 moves, right? So Dracula is fairly close. Vampire, yeah. Good. But wait a second. Was it? No, there's still 1 stake. Vampire Long Night, I think. Blood Transfusion, second Long Night? No, okay. We're going back to just supplying. We're going back to week 1. The issue is obviously the Darko rule. Dracula is safe. Dracula is not dying next round or next 2 rounds. So he can easily Darko again for some juicy events. And you know, those events stack. Like when you have one event, they're pesky. Similar to like counter events. Renewed Vigor is nice, but if you don't have anything for the follow-up, no combat events, no forewarns, maybe movement events, it's like okay, but it is not as game breaking. Similar for Dracula events. False tip, okay, you have good luck, you countered it, nice, didn't do anything, but suddenly 2 false tips, right? Or false tip and roadblock. Dracula places roadblock, they are inconvenient, but you use good luck to make it less inconvenient, but still roadblock works. And then false tip and all of that. So Terminus likes his steaks rare. Ooh, yeah, it seems so. But I can kinda understand him that, you know, one fighter vibe is gone. Threat is fairly clear. Deck is about to be reshuffled, so he wants probably some strong power of his hunters. And you know, this was take on a Helsing, right? Helsing is not moving yet. Maybe never. Oh my forehead. I just hit myself today so hard with my forehead at the cup, like the, how is it called, cupboard? Like the thing that hangs on a wall and you keep stuff there. Yeah, okay. My forehead, come on. I think this is the value if you moved Helsing sooner, is that, you know, visiting Le Havre, cutting off Paris not only adds some threat of power on the board, but that few more checks. Maybe Dracula ran away through Paris. We don't know. We don't know if he went west or east. And like, this is such a big deal. If he knew on the direction, that would be fairly comfortable. Like, inconvenient, but comfortable still. The fact that the hunters don't even know, oh yeah, which direction to move. And what? Double wild. Oh no, another to keep. Oh man, yeah, this is nasty. This is nasty. Yeah, this is very, very scary. Yeah, actually, yeah. Checking Santander and Saragossa, like moving one hunter there, even check 1, check 2, it can be... Yeah. I like your idea. Okay, let's see. Good luck. Oh, that's a little bit of a shame with 3 events, but you know, totally understandable. Usually Godaming holds a lot of good events for warns, money trails, because he's tanky, some useful. Sometimes stock the CG or Renewed Vigor, right? Mina is still showing a pistol. Do hunters, maybe hunters have last, you know what, last newspaper reports, and they're just waiting for the 5th hideout. Evil presence. Okay. Saragossa is not out. Like, we know that Dracula didn't wolfform to Saragossa, or the next location were in Saragossa, but the Mature told us the same. So in the end, the local rumors gave us the knowledge that we got from the Mature. And after that, definitely Dracula was able to go to Saragossa. Interesting. But Geo, yeah. We saw wax cylinders on Mina. So shouldn't be catching that. Yeah, you need something. You need to catch that. If that vampire matures, and if it's vampire, I think it will be a game. Yeah, double evil presence and one local rumors, which is a shame, though those proximity events are fairly good to draw late game usually. And probably Dracula wouldn't be next to Hunters right now, Dark Calling. Unless, you know, some sneaky and to Genoa. They would never look for him in Genoa. So that could be something fun. But okay. Alas. Mina, do you scan? Do you trade? Hypnosis, okay. Germania, oh yeah. So yeah. We know. So this one, so if he's now in Germania, probably this needs to like sit down and think for a moment that he is in Germania. And so this is Germania, and between he made 2 or 3 steps, because maybe he hid in Clamorferrand, we don't know that. So 1, 2, 3. So he didn't go for not. Maybe for Paris 1, 2, 3, and just was at 16. But more probably somewhere here. But Paris, you know. Okay. That could be 24, by the way, because it could be like 15 hiding 15. So, but you know, if you check Strasbourg, I mean, if he was in 24, then you don't need to check it now, because if he was in 24, then he definitely was in 59 too. The 60 check, I think, valuable. Oh, slow horse. So yeah, probably check 24. What else do you have? Still slow horses. What's up? Yeah, that's the issue. Mina delayed now. It would be very useful to have her moving, but... Oh, what? Milan? I definitely don't like this check. That was... No, that was strictly impossible. Yeah, and Milan is Lair. Oh. Yeah, okay. Just a misstep. It's a little bit of a shame. Wasted movement. It could he could have went to 24. And maybe Dracula will stir. I mean, basically right now, this is 24, 59, 9 on 42. So actually checking 24, yeah, he may be out of... Oh, he can use wild horses, right, to protect this. To protect this hideout from maturing, to mature, yeah. Probably Godalming needs to go to 9. Seward to 51. The issue, what if 9 is empty? Seward reveals that 51 is this location, and then Mina doesn't know, is it Paris or Geneva? Ah, that's why Seward moving to Geneva can be actually game-changing here, interestingly enough. Sometimes small details like that, right? Mina working on tickets makes sense. So maybe unless like Draco I went 24 for 12. I mean, it could be even not, right? Yeah, very difficult position. A very difficult position. Funnily enough, I think that in this situation, hunters probably needed to move a little bit more rather than a little bit less. Again, Helsinki, if it was on mainland, checking Le Havre, Brussels, Paris. This is already locations cleared. So, and finding the next one would be just easy, right? Probably Terminus is getting the points into his head. Oh, this is just the worst. Yes, this is okay. This is Yep. What do you do in a situation like that? Just two vampires maturing. I really like the idea of Marcellus into wolf form. This is something that we never saw before, actually. And this is very creative. I really like it. Like, there's so much stuff for hunters to check for, right? Like, I guess it was Strasbourg or Paris. Maybe Strasbourg. Which one? Which one do you think? Yeah, hunters needed to move a little bit more, like to be more active on the board. And to be honest, like, this is what I a little bit like about the Dark Hole. That usually the proper approach for hunters is just sit back, supply, and events will solve all your issues. But right now, I mean, sometimes you need to be more active early, right? Yeah, so hypnosis used, but it was used here, so Dracula could be almost anywhere already. Would be funny if this was just wolves. No, oh, and aristocratic Brussels, yeah. Yeah, this is... And this is after the vampire lair. Woo! And over half of the event deck right now is Dracula events. No, actually very close to half. Because of the unfortunate situation of two Dracula events being in hand. It would be much better if they were in the deck. And what is happening? Wolf form. Oh, the infinite obfuscation. Yeah, well, that's the issue. That's the snowball effect. If you know nothing about the trail, like if we knew some of the locations being revealed, right? Because let's say hunters searched, maybe they didn't even find this very Brussels itself. They checked some other stuff. It would be much easier to follow and find what probably happened. But here, before hunters will find this wolf form and then find the wolf form, yeah, maybe check. Very difficult, very difficult. Yeah, this is right now like still basically looking blindly, but you cannot count on newspaper reports. Short supplying. I mean, there's still some scouts, right? But that's basically it. Wax cylinder discarded. Yeah. So maybe if Stewart has good items, again, maybe it's worth to... There are multiple days, maybe it is worth to move the hunters. But yeah. Behind the veil, wild horses enraged. Okay. No fog in hand. Still 2 vampires, bats, spies. Decided on bats. Interesting. I don't know if Reckless Vampire is not a bigger threat. Because 1 point is a big deal for Fangs, and 4 points for maturing is a big deal too. So yeah. A very nasty obfuscation play here. Yeah. This is interesting. I don't think we ever saw Dracula against like type of game like this. This is very, at least I didn't see. This is very unique, and from what I see, very much created by Gio in his own style here. Oh, nice. Yeah, like it is getting late already. Trail maybe not that important, just obfuscation. Ah, yeah, maybe that's a vampire, you know. So just don't fight my vampire, and he can hide. Ah, maybe that's why he removed the. Interesting. Maybe that's why he removed the how you call it, bats. Because, you know, if he doesn't have wax cylinders, Dracula can easily hide with bats, and how do you get rid of that vampire? Lots of talking though. Probably Terminus is like telling him, "Oh, you pesky, dirty Dracula! He's using unholy powers for some evil and cackling." And probably Gio is responding with like, "Haha, you mean nothing, kneel before my power," and all of that. my wolf form is the most wolf for me, and my dark codes are super dark. The usual, you know, good guys versus bad guys. Or maybe they're talking philosophy, like, come on, if you destroy the world, where will you live, right? You should all take care of the world that we live in. And you know, Dracula is just simply responding that, yeah, nice hotel for you, but everyone is selfish and all that. I'll be selfish too. I will show them. So, I think this is one of the two. Because what else they would be talking here, right? Yeah, like, Lucio Hoy. See, like, you're made out of sugar or something like that. Estaba. Yeah. I will establish you. I will settle you. Yeah, yeah, here. I'm going to explore the world. See? The world. And then destroy it into... Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, obfuscation into obfuscation. That's really nasty. Ah, Jonathan Harker, the most powerful ally. Where are you? Yeah, here. I'm in France now. See? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Speedy telegraph. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if hunters have good items and good events, I don't think even like, what do you have? Scouts, right? It reveals the locations, but there are 3 scouts, so you need like few days of all hunters supplying on average to get scouts. But if you move those hunters, you get one and a half of like value of the scouts. They're discussing Dracula's extended warranty, car warranty. Maybe. Yeah, he's like, it seems that Dracula is driving around the world, yeah. 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 Escape route. Heroic leap discarded. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, you need to move. Like, why only me? Nice moving? I don't know. He can be basically anywhere now, right? Because he could... Frankfurt! Moving hunters is underrated. Like, you know that he was... Oh... The point... Frankfurt. And then if he will front... This actually tells a lot, because of how much hunters checked. Like, okay, Prague, did he wolf from Prague? Maybe. Maybe check Prague. But apart from that, you know, Brussels again, Paris, Geneva, basically, and Zurich, right? But you also can check... Oh, the point. The scary point. And remember, enraged is guaranteed point if you have reckless. No, because you may not have fangs, but okay. Yeah, I do think that since hunters went so far east and no one is guarding west, I can guess that probably Dracula is going west, right? Wait, what was the second round? It's second round. Yeah. Strength into knife. Okay. Yeah. It does seem like. Yeah. So Mina has horse, knife, and a pistol, right? Yes. A pretty good setup. Also decent for fighting vampires, by the way. Yep. But you're not winning here. You're not winning here anymore. And with enraged, you know, you need to watch out not to die. It's a shame that Heroic Leap was discarded because it can be a game changer. But I guess you need to fight Dracula, dealing him more than 5 damage. So maybe, but killing a Reckless without the fight, that's also good. Knife, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So what would be? Yeah, he clearly is going to Spain. Otherwise he wouldn't be talking Spanish, right? So what, Mina like dodge and then the last round it can be anything. Yeah, with enraged and so many points and wild horses, I don't really see it. I don't think. No, don't use enraged here. I don't think. Scotsword 2. Wait, where is Scotsword 1? What happened to Scotsword 1? Yeah, you use the enraged on the last point if necessary, right? That is quite a devastating game, to be honest. Oh, makes totally sense. I mean, yeah, why knife, to be honest? Like 2 fangs were used. Maybe he just wanted to deal that 1 more damage, even trading 2 damage for himself. Could make sense. So base, yeah, especially that maybe Mina will need to fight him now. Oh man. Yeah, and Mina will be having only 4 health, so even enraged she can just die, right? Seward cannot join. Godalming can be wild horsed away, or just maybe roll slow horses, right? So it is. Yeah. Like this vampire can mature. Or like Mina. Yeah, especially with the enraged. You know. Basically mesmerize. Can't stop anything, even the punch. Or if you mesmerized. Oh, night supplying. But what will help you even? Like, from what I see, you do have events and items. No, wait, what? Wait, sorry, I'm stupid. No. I just saw a card going and I thought that it was evented that, but it was encounter, yeah. This is also funny interaction if Vampire will manage to mesmerize Mina, for example, into dodge or into escape or pistol, and then he will funk into knife. He can use enraged to heal 2 points and then be dealt only 2 points of damage, not 3. So survive through knife with fangs if Mina will be mesmerized, which is quite funny. Okay, not wild horses. I think understandable because does Dracula need this vampire to mature? Like there is, this is probably not vampire, and there's probably reckless and new vampire somewhere there, right? So yeah, or maybe this is new vampire. I doubt it. Yeah, I think like also Stewart needed to move here too. I think Helsing on mainland would help so much. Like he could easily find the Brussels, right? And then even now, you don't always need horses. Like moving just one spot, you can still find Wolfform location from Frankfurt. So do you day fight here? Do you have a choice? Yeah, okay. This is nasty. Like how do you even fight? Hopefully hunters have great strength. So no... yeah, imagine heroic leap. Like Mina already took more than 5 damage here, right? And Dracula got the point. Whew. Yeah, limits the movement, but also proximity, right? The evil presence hit, and Dracula was actually somewhere around here then. And even if not, then you know a ton, if you like remember correctly, which is actually very difficult. But yeah. Enraged. Oh wait, wow, sorry. Oh, like this. Enraged into dodge. He has second strength, right? He has second strength. Mina has to escape right now, or she dies. Yeah. I mean, Mina plays knife, basically. I think, unless you want to be like super tricky, but I don't like, knife is better than punch, like goes around, yeah. Okay. Why strength into dodge? That was enraged, and using enraged for that. That was, especially that Mina knife here was that one I don't understand. Why Mina? Why not Godalming? What do you mean? I mean that was day fight. Mina day searched the location. Yeah, he's talking with 7. He has a dispute with 7 vampires. On iguanas? That's weird. But Gio is in Serbia? He wants to throw some misdirection. But he's telling us that he's eating falafels here. I don't know. I don't know if he can be trusted. Yeah, that play was on the knife's edge. And the issue is Dracula can just go to the sea and be on happy bon voyage, right? Hunters are never catching him here. I wonder if one of those is fog. Yeah. That was really weird and raged. Yeah. And again, no, you need to move. I think. You have healthy Godaming. Mina can supply. Right? Check Brussels again. Like, there are not that many locations to check for. Especially that the trail is long. You can just maybe not find the wolf form, but find something else. Marsilis. Literally, you check Geneva. Oh, wait. Munich? Yeah, those falafels probably. And if Helsinki was here, yeah, you just literally check 4 locations. Right, 4. Brussels, Marseilles, Geneva, and Paris, and you know. If this was this side, or you move the other way. Something like that. Yeah. Because even local rumors don't give you anything. Like, if you move a little bit, right, then local rumors at least can give you something, but not here. So this is like hope for scouts. 100 scouts were there. Yeah. And suddenly, yeah. Probably. Yeah, and Mina scans, right? Even the regular scans can help a ton. Feed, yeah, preparing for full IDS win. Nice. Yeah, I think that the Geo like also adapted to Terminus very well, because using Wolfform like that for obfuscation is so freaking dangerous if actually hunters are looking for stuff. They reveal your trail, they reveal maybe your neighboring locations. You don't have Wolfform, suddenly CG, Renewed Vigor, and you're being dealt with. But if you basically know that hunters, I think this may be what's happening, that Geo knows that Terminus just waits almost for the Wolfform to fall off, and he knows that he's safe, right? And then you use it using the Wolfform for obfuscation. You don't need to keep it for safety. Yeah. It does seem that he's convinced on the east for some reason. Like, we know it wasn't Munich because Mina was in Munich. Yeah, but also when you move, you also limit Dracula movement. If you just stay and supply, right, only for majority of the game, this make it easier for Dracula, for example, to place aristocratics being like this is a big deal. Like Dracula can safely use Darkhold, Dracula can safely put aristocratics and all of that without being afraid to suddenly being jumped. Yeah, and after Reckless matured, yeah, literally, Dracula went Clermont-Ferrand, Paris, Brussels, and this is something that like one among all that time, one hunter was able to find that, one moving hunter, right? So if you have items and events, especially that when you find the trail and then you deal with it, fighting, clearing encounters and stuff, then you can again slow down and supply a little bit. Oh, Terminus is guessing that he's in Finlandia, right? But without the sea movement, I don't know. Five events. Yeah, those. This is nasty. Darkness returns, hidden schemes, devilish power, unhealthy swiftness. Juicy. And then this is hoax. Yeah. Yeah, especially when you hypnosis, you need to move unless the hypnosis has no value, right? Jolter? What does it mean? Okay. I will need to. Okay. Ah, nice. Okay. Oh no, my monetization. Yeah, because I don't know. Like, yeah, basically, I feel that Terminus is now surrendering, right? For example, if you have time, you don't need to guess the wolf form to Amsterdam, right? If you check Brussels, and like Dracula needed to move out from the Amsterdam too. So if you check some, oh yeah, hired scouts. If you check some locations, it tells you where Dracula was and was not. So it already tells you more, like also about the, like if you check Brussels, and it will be empty. Probably Dracula wasn't in Amsterdam. Toulouse, not. Why Toulouse? And not? Isn't it better to check like Bordeaux, Toulouse, to cut off the entire direction? Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, so okay. Got the scouts. Scouts are really good if there are few extreme directions, but only few, right? So you just exclude that direction. I'm cutting it out because my daughter is coming asking questions. Maybe also that's the thing about Geo. He knows what Terminus checks. So if he knows that Terminus never goes to Paris, from Nuremberg, he goes he goes again Brussels, Paris, as he did. He maybe he just did the reverse. That would be funny. Wait, if I watch the previous games, would Geo do the same trail? I don't know. Maybe. Oh wait, Nantes is a lair. So we know. Yeah, so he will from Nuremberg to Paris. Yeah. Then went to Nantes and then Bordeaux path. Yeah. Okay, so this is Santander, right? And that's game. Yeah. Wait, is this a vampire? I would feel that rumor. Why would you ever rumor a vampire? But maybe new vampire? Because maybe he forgot about the vampire lair? But it is really neat, I have to say. A very interesting Dracula gameplay. So now Sensationalist Press. Wait, how did the Godhead got it? Ah, from a night supply, right? Okay. Well, we know it is Santander, right? So. Yeah. What was he play? Like he expected a chase, right? Or what was he placing? He did have when behind the veil hit. And there was no fog actually, which is quite lucky for Dracula when you consider it. Yeah. Oh, nice. nice. Lots of it. To the courage, speed, telegraph. Not this one. This one. Roadblock and full steam. Okay. Great Wolf. Oh, Mina. Oh, no, it deals 4 damage. That would be funny if that wasn't Bordeaux, but Le Havre. Le Havre are wolves, mature, and kill Mina. That would be so funny. Yeah, like Mina discards a rifle for Heavenly Host. She has just knife on Heavenly Host. Escape route. Yeah. Well, two of those four cards are vampires. Yeah. So it was rumor on vampire. Interesting. And aristocratic for that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good game. Well played. I really, yeah, the very obfuscating and abusive of the middle of the Europe play by Dracula. I do think it would be like hunters had excellent weather, right? So they can move Helsing of England, and you know, if Dracula will go to the sea, that's awesome. That's awesome, and you can then excellent weather back, and you have that one more. Like, even sitting on Paris, Dracula at this game went 2 times for Paris. Interesting. Yeah, I think hunters were a little bit too passive, because there's the roof of the events and items. Like, if you're stocked, what does events give you anymore, right? Need fight with the Reckless Vampire for the save, but obviously in that case too little too late. Yeah. I think the most turning point was the early Reckless Mature. It cleared just 1 movement and 2 Dracula powers, so it is still fairly easy to look for. But not looking gave up 7 points more. And easy to stop because that was aristocratic. Right, so... And then was the downfall. I think that's the thing, especially with the Dark Old rule, that you cannot be as passive. Yeah, because even like giving time for Dracula, especially when vampires vampires are clearing those dark holes. Yeah, nice wolf from Marseilles. I really liked it. I remember there was time when I was thinking on that, and why didn't I do this? I don't remember. But it makes me want to do this more. Yeah, thanks for joining, even in the short notice. Thanks for being active. Thanks for talking with me. And thanks for Terminus to stepping up and playing the tiebreaker and trying against all odds. You know what? This is very important, to have the courage. So I'm really glad that you tried. Would be awesome if you won. That would be a great storytelling. Alas, you can't always win. But if you don't play, you can't win. So I'm really happy that you tried. And yeah, see you next time. Sleep tight.